Hello, I'm Stephen Walden. I'm a sports analyst at ESPN. Today I'm here with Dr. Willett, a physics professor at the University of Virginia.
All right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Can you tell us what physics is?
Physics is the science of matter and energy and of the interactions between those two forces.
What does this have to do with sports?
Well, for example, hockey has a lot to do with physics.
Whoa, hockey has physics?
Well, hockey has a lot to do with it. For example, the player skating down the ice is an example of friction and force.
What type of friction?
That would be sliding friction, Stephen.
What about a player checking another?
That would be an example of force. Force is any interaction which tends to change the motion of an object. The player hitting the other player during a check places more force on the other player, thus making him fall on the ice.
Wow, I never knew that hockey involved so much science. Thanks for talking to us.
No problem, Stephen.
Breaking news, Ralph is live in Vancouver. Let's cut over to Ralph.
Hello, I'm Ralph Sampson, here in Vancouver as the Canadians versus Philly Flyers match. Martin St. Louis has just checked Mark straight. The force of the hit was tremendous. Now let's slow down to see what Dr. Willett was talking about. I wonder, how much force did it take?
Well, as you can see, there was a lot of force needed to make that check. Force is equal to distance divided by time.
Now, back to you, Stephen.
Let's recap what we talked about.
Force is equal to distance divided by time. This means that the force of player 1 hitting player 2 caused player 2 to fall to the ice.
Player 1 must have skated from a great distance.
That's correct, Stephen. Player 1 had to skate from a greater distance and build up enough velocity to knock down player 2.
How does this apply to everyday life?
This applies to everyday life with almost everything you do, from opening doors to driving a car. Force makes everything tick.
Well, thank you for being on the program, and thank you viewers for watching. Tune in next week for coverage on the physics of March Madness. This has been Stephen Walden from ESPN. Well, thank you for...
Come on, man, we were doing so good.
Right, too.
Man, come on.
Why don't we just cut first part?